Hey everyone, in today's episode of Biggie's Tavern, I just wanted to go over this very inexpensive Millennium Falcon mod that I added to my Star Wars pinball machine. This is a snap together model kit that I found at Hobby Lobby for just over $7 on sale. I've mounted it to the playfield using a custom made wire form. Here's what the model box looks like. You can see it's from Bondi. And this is the inside of the box. Unfortunately, I didn't get any video of me actually building it. But you can see from the instructions here kind of how it goes together. It's pretty simple. The nice thing is there's two pieces, so it was pretty easy to mount an M3 12mm screw through the bottom of it so that I could mount it to the playfield. To make my custom wire form mount, I got some 15 gauge stainless steel wire. You can also see a wire bending jig. You don't necessarily need that. You could make something very similar just using a couple of nails and a block of wood. Here I'm going to cut a section of wire using some Park Tool cable cutters, though diagonal cutters would also work provided that they're strong enough. You notice I'm holding a piece so that it doesn't go flying. I'm using the wire bending jig to start creating a loop to put the screw through. After getting the loop started on the bending jig, I'm going to pull the loop tighter by hand, and then I'll use some needle nose pliers to finish the shape up. Cutting off the excess is a little bit tricky and probably would have been a little bit easier with diagonal cutters. Now I can use the pliers to add a 90-degree bend. And then I can use the bending jig to add a 90-degree bend at the other end. Now that I've done that, I can create another loop. I'm repeating the same process that I used earlier for the first loop. And I cut off the excess. I'm also being careful to hold the end so it doesn't go flying. Now it just needs one more 90-degree bend to get it into position. Just a little bit more tweaking, and the wire mount will be done. There we have it. Here you can see how I've put the smaller loop over that M3 machine screw that I had installed inside the Falcon by drilling through the bottom of it. I've secured that in place using a nut and a washer. And then here you can see how it's attached to the playfield. I'm using that post that's holding the plastic on. I'd simply place the loop over that post and underneath that nut. So there we have it. For less than 15 bucks, I added a Millennium Falcon to my playfield. What do you think? Does it look more interesting now? I think so.